standard, okay, for the various 24 hours and annually, and this under microgram per normal meter cube. That is not more than 260 microgram per normal meter cube. So the air dispersion modeling has taken into that account, and the result is much less than 260 microgram per normal meter cube. So I hope that answer your question. So Prof, whether you want to add on that PM10 and PM2.5? So to speak.
Terima kasih. Nama saya SM Mutu, saya dari Malaysian Nature Society. Saya ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada profesional dari SESB. Mereka cuma menjalankan tugas mereka sebab mereka ikut perintah. Saya hormat kerja-kerja mereka. Saya juga ingin mengucapkan ribuan terima kasih kepada Perdana Menteri sebab prihatin mau selesaikan masalah power, current or electricity di Sabah. Tapi cuma saya kagum, confused on the cara-cara and the alternatives available to generate electricity. I think Prime Minister was given the wrong advice. No, he is prihatin, but he cannot be going around doing studies. He has to depend on professionals. The professionals are guided by the decision makers. I leave it to you. Because you said Sabah asked for power. Yes, Sabah asked for power. Sabah did not ask for whole plant. That was decided by TNB. I don't know who decided, how they decided. Did they do a study? What are the things, alternatives available before they decided? Or did they decide coal and then do all the studies to back up their decision? This is very important. Otherwise, all those education in universities are no use. Decision makers make decision, we all tutup mulut. So we must know, Sabahans, I hope PNB is not taking Sabahans as fixed deposit also. Because their politicians taking Sabah as fixed deposit. So we hope TNB is very clear on that. Who made the decision, when? And the other thing is, have you bought the plant? If you have already bought the plant, you are going ahead with it. What is all this talk about? We will study, we will decide, clean, we go ahead, not clean, we don't go ahead. EIA is an academic issue. We know it. I'm not a qualified environmentalist, but in my heart it's green. My religion is green. Everything is green about me. I study. I don't have qualification, but I study. So we are not questioning all the things, but we want to know how the decision is made. And then I would also like to study, if you have ordered a plant, is it a second-hand plant? Dismantled by China? We want to know. Sabahans, we are not fixed deposit. We want to know. Because the Prime Minister at the anniversary, 60th anniversary PNB, dia kata, coal is ketinggalan zaman. If the Prime Minister stated at the 60th anniversary of PNB, ketinggalan zaman, who are the advisors who told him coal is the best for Sabah? How do you use the word best without doing a detailed study? And you're also confusing the politicians. They keep talking to us about clean coal, clean coal, clean coal. This I challenge. Now, I don't like the challenge because we are all educated people. I challenge. Clean coal is a concept. It's not in practice yet. Don't confuse the politicians who think there is such a thing as clean coal in operation. Do you wash the coal to call it clean? Clean coal is a concept which is, even Australia last year said that it's 30 years away because of the cost factor. Just the cost factor. Thank you. I await your answers.
Thank you, Encik Mutu. Thank you for the question. I think we had a chat just now di luar dekat tepi sana. We had a chat. I think you came a bit late, if I'm not mistaken. You just came when the second speaker just started. So actually you missed the first speaker, which is actually highlighting on why coal, why baseload 300 megawatt. Tapi tak apa, we can repeat again for you. Important thing is, Encik Ahmad Nasruddin already highlighted here that we need a baseload plant. No doubt about that. That is agreeable by all parties. We need a baseload plant, about 300 megawatt in the East Coast. Okay, there shouldn't be any more issue on that. Now the question arise here is why coal? Why not gas? Why not hydro? Why not nuclear? We had a question about nuclear, kan? Okay, why not gas? Because there's no gas in East Coast. Okay, sure, we can transfer gas daripada West Coast to East Coast. Okay, but the cost, is it feasible? Maybe logical, macam boleh lah, tapi is it feasible dari segi commercial? And how about reliability? On gas, there are interruption on gas. We are operating our plant on gas, we know there are interruption of gas. And if there is interruption of gas, and 7 or 80% of our plant in Sabah is running on gas, so you imagine what will happen. Can the 20% generator cope with the 100% of load? There will be catastrophic blackout in Sabah grid. So we don't want that one. So gas is out. Second, hydro. Why not hydro? There is no hydro. Naturally, there is no hydro in East Coast. Yes, small hydro. I'm talking about 300 megawatt hydro. I'm talking about 150 megawatt. Is there any hydro? If you found any hydro, then let me know. There is no hydro in East Coast to that size. Okay? Thirdly, solar. Talking about solar. We already mentioned, I think Chairman Rasulullah already highlighted just now. We can actually have a case. We already have solar, 100 kilowatt, maybe what, 150 kilowatt, that's the biggest. But we want 20 times bigger. So we need what, 1 megawatt can you need about what, 3 football pitch? So you need 300 football pitch. Huh? Something like that. Huh? Okay, land no problem, in Sabah so many land, okay lah, so many land. But solar, reliability of solar, when there's rain, cloudy, when there's night time, you need a backup, you need a battery system. How reliable is the battery system? We have experience of solar power plant. We are the operator, we know. We operate solar plant. There is some certain limitation to solar. It can actually back up, no problem. Maybe 10% backup, okay. But we're talking about replacing a reliable plant. And we're talking about coal plant, which is already in existence. Maybe in Sabah coal plant is new lah. Tapi orang Sabah tak pernah dengar coal plant. Saya orang Sabah, tak. Tapi di seluruh dunia is using coal plant. And then mentioned in the second speaker just now, coal is already used in Semenanjung. It's proven. It can actually coexist with the environment. Actually can even extract agriculture, economy, etc. or that kind of thing. Okay lah, then maybe we're not sure about that. We can find out. We have our method of finding out, right? Even you also have your own method, sure. But it's proven lah. Ini bukan something yang we created. It's proven. It's in operation now in Semenanjung coal plant. You know, coal plant has evolved. The technology of mitigating environmental impact of coal plant has already evolved. We are not 20 years, 30 years backwards. We already have technology. Technology is now. So that is my basically. Maybe I miss 1, 2 more. Wind. So wind we already mentioned. Kita negara di bawah bayu bah. Kan? So angin kurang. Kalau ada pun tidak consistent. We need consistent wind. Like in Denmark or etc. They have that consistency lah. Of course it's very expensive. Okay. And biomass, yes. Biomass we accept. Biomass. Now SESB already committed 100 megawatt biomass. But we're only getting 30 megawatt. We are not belittling our friend biomass. They've done a great job. They're going to present after this. Biomass is possible, but to a certain extent. There's some limitation to it as well. Example, if you have biomass, we use all the biomass lah in Sabah, 300 megawatt can get maybe. After that, what else? You plant more palm trees, you cut down the forestry, I don't know. Because you need it to be, the demand is picking up every year, year and year. Every year, roughly 60 to 80 megawatt per year. So if I have 3 years biomass, what next? After 3 years, what do I do? Important thing is not the choice of fuel. Important thing, how you mitigate the fuel. How you mitigate the technology, using the technology that we have. That's the important part. Use our engineering knowledge, our scientific knowledge. Use our brain. We have brain. We use our brain. Can? We don't use our emotion. Okay? Maybe my colleague want to add?
I'm going now for a while. Right, okay, back to this Chinese equipment, right? I hope from the representative from HNH Society, right? Okay, on the Chinese equipment, okay. For your information, this range of capacity, 75 megawatt to 80 megawatt, even to 100, even to 300 megawatt. Now the major OEMs like from